What was that, Phil? Keith's catchphrases? No, it's the Sunday live stream. And we are good to go, people. Welcome to the stream. I'm your humble host, Lefty. It's been a while on Sundays, but great to be back. It's going to be worth the wait as well. Some great exclusive content and interviews and stuff from the Defend Our Juries protest in London yesterday. How you doing? Let us know in the chat. Doc Davies was first in there. Tim Wilton is also with us, and Big Jerry, as well as Graham Turner. Nice to see you as well. Solidarity to all this Socialist Sunday. And what a week it's been. Of course, we were in London yesterday. As soon as I got back, I immediately had to begin rendering and editing, and that continued today. In fact, we've been preparing for this very stream right until the last few moments. It's been some week. So I hope you appreciate what we've got in store. It's worth sticking around for. Also bumped into one or two well-known faces as well yesterday. More on that to come. First order of business, please, people. If you'll be so kind as to hit the thumbs up button on this stream. It does give us a tremendous boost on the old algorithm there, so please do help to support the channel. Right, people. Yeah, you might have noticed at the top of your screens as well, unfortunately, a good few people haven't renewed memberships over the last, well, few days, I guess. Down to 174 now. As we've reset the target to 250 as well. But thanks to those of you who have renewed. As we were editing and etc. right until the last moment, didn't have time to get together the old fashioned members list, roster, so we've put it on the scroll anyway. With the 174, even though we're under target, this will be a rare stream, a rare collector's item in the future, I'm sure. What they had the scroll when it was under 250 once, I don't believe you. But been very short for time, and I mean literally just 3 minutes before we came on stream. Stopped editing, so I'm even more sick of the sound of my own voice than you are, people. Thank you very much, everybody on the list. Sorry to the people with longer names that you can't quite squeeze in to the screen. 174. Let's see if we can get back over the 200, then the 250. Let's see what happens. Do appreciate all recent contributions, of course, wherever they come from. Super thanks are also open on this stream, as well as super stickers. And if you're watching back later on, yes, you, my left eye needs you, good people. Please do consider using super thanks, or the Buy Me a Coffee page is open to all. That's in the description of any content on the channel, if you want to look for the link. So thanks once again, all members, all contributors. Finally, if you are watching on a mobile device, a phone or a tablet, please open some recent video that is non-live stream content and give us a hype. If you hit the thumbs up button, in most regions now, should give you the option to contribute hype points. We really would thoroughly appreciate that, people. Yes, my left eye needs you, your country needs you, and the world needs you. Good socialist people. Thanks once again. I'd also like to take the opportunity to welcome back Herbie Ranger and the Supersonics, the background jazz band. Not been with us for a few weeks. Great to have you back, lads. It's Herbie Ranger and the Supersonics. Don't bother looking them up or booking them for gigs. They're so tremendously busy they've had to delete all of the social media. Isn't that right, Herbie? Yes, he's nodding. they're definitely here and real. And we definitely have to carry all of it, including the piano up the stairs every week, whilst editing. God, I'm knackered. No, but you can't keep a good YouTuber or protester down. Let's get into the lounge. Without further ado. We'll be back with Herbie in just a few moments. It'll be a very quick visit to the lounge, just whilst we go over what's coming up on stream. Let's get your fill, people. Getting your fill not just of Fondue, but of one of the best earworms on YouTube. Of course, thanks again to the Agitator for the Keith's Fondue Lounge scene, as well as the Yvette Cooper test card opening scene as well. Solidarity with the Agitator. Go on, give them a follow at Agitate for Change. That's the number 4. Agitate for Change. Or if you're from Leeds, it's 4. Wherever you're from, do go give him a follow. He's from Liverpool, actually. Revelation. It sounds like the Laurel and Hardy theme tune with the piano, does it? I can't, how did that one go? Of course, that was all black and white comedy. Was it very... That was more trumpety, wasn't it? Kind of. Oh no, it was... oh god. It's hard to think of the tune while I'm listening to this one. Was it something like... Dun 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 dun. Something... Yeah. Ah, with the trumpets, yeah. Got you. Good observation there, Graham. I think it's got a kind of a New Orleans-y, jazzy bit to it as well. Just a few bits, but it's mostly, you know, it's Muzak, isn't it? Very much befitting a drab and outdated Fondue lounge. That's before my time. Fondue parties and all of that business. Did any of you have fondue parties back in the day? Hey, and I'll even tell you what, people. This is the part of the live stream where we talk about what's coming up, so I'm going to do that. Won't take long, of course. The main bulk of tonight's stream is going to be the exclusive footage. Defend Our Juries in Trafalgar Square yesterday. We were there. A lot of our friends were there. I, of course, am part of Defend Our Juries myself, but was not sitting yesterday. Just helped out with welfare and a few other bits and pieces, de-escalation, that sort of thing. Luckily, fortunately, that wasn't really required. We'll see more. There was one example, but you'll see more about that as we get through the footage, which put together with a few tweaks and inserts and whatnot, as much as we could do in the time that we had. But it will be getting released as a separate video itself as well. If you want to watch it back, we would certainly encourage you to do so. After a bit more editing, which I'll probably have to do as soon as I finish the stream. Okay, people. After that, we'll take a look at a few other bits of world and UK politics. The latest on the Middle East, of course. Trump is so he's trying to outdo Iran at their own game. Oh, blocking the Strait of Hormuz, is it? Well, we'll block the Strait of Hormuz then. But this could create a severe global diplomatic situation. Of course, the Straits isn't closed, it's just closed to the United States of America and everybody else who's attacking Iran and helping them and Israel also attack Lebanon, Palestine, everywhere else. So it's not closed, but they're going to try and block anything going through, which, let's be honest, people, it's going to be an absolute shit show. Also, Richard Tice has been caught up in a bit of a tax scandal, apparently, allegedly. Has dodged 91 grand in tax. We've seen quite a few cases like this. A lot of hypocrisy coming from Reform and the far right. Yeah, they all lined up to have a go at Angela Rayner, whom I'm not defending here, by the way. Just pointing out the hypocrisy. But then there was the thing over Farage and this house that his wife definitely owned and wasn't his as a tax dodge. Now Richard Tice is one of the latest examples. We'll take a look at that as well, of course. Oh, and since I was last with you on stream, the Artemis mission, of course, returned safely. We were very pleased to have not jinxed it with that option in the poll that we had on launch night. Hooray! And it's also, I guess, a win for science, but the question still remains, do we have more important things to deal with back down here on terra firma? Just having another scroll up through the chats. Aaron Gray's with us. Yeah, I also see mentioned in chats, is that right? Viktor Orban has conceded. Well, he was looking like he was going to take a drubbing in the election anyway. That's the, well, no, former Hungarian Prime Minister. That's good news. He is, of course, on the right, and the right is shite. It'll be all shite on the night with the far right. Excellent news as we kick off the stream. Hype Them is also with us. A very good evening to you. Solidarity this Socialist Sunday. Aaron Gray, yes, if you can't hype on your device, just do what you can. Hit any thumbs up buttons, etc. Always appreciate whatever support's available. We do know in these hard times not everybody can afford a membership or to give to others. But we always appreciate the generosity, and there's always the emoji button there, as I can see, is being hit. You don't get to see who's hitting the live reactions button, if that's what it is called. Is that what it's called? It's got the heart on it, the smile, the celebration thing, the shock, and the 100 as well. Not a bad range, not the full range of emojis, but if we're looking at the chat, it gives us a live emotive reaction, which is always good. Okay, that's the bulk of what's coming up on stream. I'll kick off with a comedy clip. Of course, had to have a bit of a tweak and an edit with this one as well. For certain reasons. You know what I'm talking about. It's that bloody algorithm, innit? So this is the latest one on Trump from SNL. We'll come back and visit Keith in the lounge again a bit later on. But for now, shout out to SNL. That's Saturday Night Live for anybody who's not been around for the last, well, it's just over 50 years, isn't it? They had the half-centenary celebration last year. Saturday Night Live. Nice blend. Saturday Night Live there as well, of course. Wasn't expecting the Limp Bizkit reference. Yeah, there's a link in the description if you want to check that one out again. That's probably even saner than it is actually like when he does talk to heads of state, his own defense department even. Okay, people. We'll get straight into things. So here's the footage from yesterday. There's a bit of narration on it as well. I might pause it a few times to give a few shout outs to a few people who you see on your screen, but apart from that, it mostly speaks for itself, so I'll just let this roll and well, we'll just get started. Right, enjoy, people. This is My Left Eye on the streets in London.
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 London?
Yes, London. You know, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London. You got a toothbrush? We're going to London. Do you hear that, Doug? I'm coming to London.
Lefty.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
Here we are again, people. Shouldn't have to be here by rights, all things considered. Just landed at Trafalgar Square. Still a while before things get going with Defend Our Juries, but I've just noticed, you see the long line of police carriers going up the side. The real question today is whether the Met Police will stand down or whether they will make arrests. Basically, we have contradicting statements from courts and the government and the police. The court ruled the prescription of Palestine action unlawful, of course. The Met Police then said they wouldn't be making any further arrests at Defend Our Juries demonstrations. However, that was disproven after they made a recent arrest. So it remains to be seen what's going to happen today. I'm trying to stay optimistic. I'm expecting a good turnout, that's for certain. Just the amount of police carriers there doesn't really give a good sign for a police stand down. Perhaps it's just a show of presence, who knows. But I'm going to go and grab a coffee, meet up with a few people. I'll catch up with you in a moment. Back to you in the studio, Lefty, from the future. I'm eating. Just get on with it.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it. Get on with it.
We're just about to get underway now. The square's filling up very nicely. There are a lot of press here as well. You can see the placards are blank at the moment, but in a few moments that's all going to change. I'm just going to move back to let a few more people sit down. Here we are. Printed signs, handwritten signs. Already hundreds of participants. The hope was to get 2,000 people. I'm not sure if the numbers will get that high. A lot of people still have court cases and things coming up, which is why they've been unable to come. Some people are choosing to defy court orders, etc., which is exceptionally brave.
Just come back a bit now, let some more sitters through and fill it up. That'd be brilliant.
So things are just about getting started, as you can see. Moving back to make room for even more. Filling up nicely now. There's a great amount of support here as well. We have the International Jewish Anti-Zionist Network. We have the Jewish Bloc for Palestine here. So any ridiculous accusations of anti-Semitism will be immediately dealt with. I'm going to have a chat with a few people in a minute. So far, so good. Haven't been any arrests yet, just so that you know. Alright people, we're here again with Pete, who I'm sure would rather not have to be here today, but here we are again. How are you feeling about today, Pete?
Well, I'm here because the cause is still the same as when we were all massed late last year in Parliament Square. The government is mucking everybody about with the judicial review. I mean, at the moment, everybody's in limbo. We want that to end as soon as possible. And we also, obviously, want the desecration and genocide in Palestine.
We do. I heard a stat from Hodge, Jones and Allen on the Zoom the other night that the most popular demographic of so-called terrorists in the country is a retired person who holds up a placard. It's now official. They're the most dangerous people in the country. How do you feel about that?
Well, the last time I got arrested at one of these, somebody said as I was coming out, "Are you a terrorist?" And I said, "Well, I'm terrifying with a piece of cardboard." You know, and that's really where it still stands. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm a terrorist, then Pingu is Abo Hamza.
And were you up to with the procedure from your last arrest?
Well, it's still in abeyance. I've been put back 3 times, and they've now said late November. But I think everybody's getting pushed back. Obviously, they're waiting to see the results of the judicial review.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a massive waste of the court's time, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, good luck today, brother.
Thank
and
you, brother.
Really proud of you once again.
Thank you very
good
much.
Luck, Pete. Yeah, we interviewed Pete after he sat at Parliament Square previously last summer. You can check that out in our previous content as well if you want. He's a great guy, a friend of mine from Just Stop Oil as well as Defend Our Juries as well. Ogham the Bold, welcome to the stream. Happy Socialist Sunday to you. Here at what is looking like the first arrest of the day. Didn't take very long at all, unfortunately.
Chow, 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 stop the bombing, release the prisoners, divest and sanction.
So it's all starting now. Met from all over the country actually. They're just lining up, I think, to start doing some arrests. I've noticed Cheshire Constabulary and Welsh as well. So as per before, met from all over the country. You can see another arrestee here. I'm going to follow them down to the holding area.
That's not a problem at all. We'll make our way out this way and then we'll pop ourselves over to there. Stop the genocide! That's all those signs saying.
It looks like the same setup as last time. This is where the holding area is going to be. A bunch of carriers that we saw earlier lined up to take them away.
Well, there's loads of people there, so we can't go that way.
A friend of mine here currently waiting to be taken away.
Expensive phones, be careful.
Great support every time anyone got arrested as well. Yeah, there was a lot of love out there yesterday, and check out this sign.
Damn right!
So a gentleman, you can see in the centre shot now, has just stood up and encouraged more people to come and take part. I'm really proud of everybody. It's at the moment, the atmosphere is incredible. Just so proud of all these people here. A lot of people who I know a lot of people are making great sacrifices as well to be here. People who are arguably a lot braver than me, defying court orders, etc.
What do we support?
But we need more people like this in the country to stand up to the powers that be, to stand up to this draconian legislation that was initiated by Yvette Cooper, now perpetuated by Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood and Keir Starmer as well. They should all be absolutely ashamed of themselves. What the total cost of this will be in terms of police resources and then for the courts is unclear, but it is too much, whether it's a penny or £1 million. It's an absolute disgrace, and it literally makes me ashamed to be British, I have to be honest. I really do have to be honest. This really is a sad chapter in the history of the United Kingdom, but I'm very proud to say that I and many people who I know are doing what we can to stand up against it. This is Britain in 2026, people. Okay, here with fellow Mancunian, Joel. Sitting today, how are you feeling?
I'm glad the sun's out.
It's just come out, hasn't it?
That is nice.
Timed that well.
Always grateful for that. When you're a Mancunian, there's never a time we're not like, oh, nice sun.
Shouldn't have to be today, though.
No. But yeah, I'm feeling. You know, it's weird walking through. I got off the tube at Leicester Square, walking through, that bit of London.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely heaving with people, out about doing their cultural London experiences. And there's something just so deeply unsettling, disturbing when you see everything just continuing as normal.
You do notice that, whether you're concerned about the environment or other issues. I know that Joel is concerned about environmental issues as well. I also know Joel from Just Up All, but he's also a campaigner for the Green Party. Actually, saw him when we were out on election night in Gorton and Denton. So that is something that you have to consider. So many people go about completely, unfortunately, unaware of the situation that we're in terms of our personal rights that were hard fought for. But they'll find out the hard way, unless they come and stand against it, like Joel's doing.
The worst crimes imaginable being committed with the active participation of the British state and the British military.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
And we feel like we're a few days from honestly not knowing if we're going to wake up in the morning with the whole world up in flames.
That is literally true.
Yeah,
that is literally true, though.
Felt like the world was hanging on a cliff edge, and we have the most. I don't even think we have words for the contemptible level of cowardice and appeasement from the likes of Starmer. Like, I was thinking about it the other day, like Neville Chamberlain, like his name has become like almost like a slang term for cowardice and short-sightedness in that cowardice for his appeasement of Hitler and the Nazis. And we're just seeing, Trump and Netanyahu the Israelis are the 21st century Nazis, and they're being appeased and appeased and appeased. So they're taking the genocide from outside Palestine to southern Lebanon. They're trying to do the same, collapse the civil infrastructure in Iran. If you just continue to enable the most malignant, sadistic narcissists imaginable, they won't stop. They will continue and just continue until someone stops them.
Give them an inch, they'll take a mile in your entire country while they're at it.
Literally. Because why would they stop? Like they keep being, reinforced that they can get away with literally anything, and it's just, when the Europeans were all like, oh no, but not Greenland.
Yeah.
Like they explicitly says, you had Macron saying, we helped you destroy Syria, we're up for helping you destroy Iran, but Greenland, belongs to white people, so that's true. That's not the deal. Yeah. Like so, just overt white supremacy across the board.
And in Israel's case, they can't even tell you where the border of their own country is, because they're that oppressive to all the neighbours.
I think they're the only nation state in the world that doesn't self-define its own borders.
Yeah.
Because since David Ben-Gurion said that the Litani River in Lebanon would make a natural northern border for the state they wanted to create on top of other people. So they've wanted to do this since the beginning. Like, they were never happy with just historic Palestine. Like, they want to go further. And you've got these Zionist evangelical, lunatics controlling American foreign, military, who seem to be quite up for letting them just continue to kill and steal.
And it's no tin hat theory either, because he stood up at the United Nations with the map of the so-called Greater Israel to show you what their intentions are. Now, if you can't nip that in the bud, you're deep into fascism. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is, a few years ago, I'd have for like strategic messaging reasons, I would have held back from making too many direct comparisons between like the Israelis and the Nazis.
Yeah.
Now I think it's actually wildly inappropriate to not make that comparison because it's like they are racial supremacists carrying out a Holocaust who believe that they have a like God-given and like genetic superiority, and on that basis they can kill an endless number of people and steal everything from them. Like that is, and then ultimately they're a tool. I mean, the rhetoric's exactly the same. Like they're defending Western civilization from the Eastern hordes.
Yeah.
Like it's just what the Nazis said. It's how they justified. You know, they said they were going after Judeo-Bolsheviks, and now the Zionists and the far right are saying it's like the Islamo-Marxists.
Yeah.
You know, in this country we've had like it's a coalition between the Islamists and the woke left.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like narratives the Nazis were using,
and even descendants of Holocaust survivors themselves, who we have here in their own block, would say exactly the same thing. And if they can recognise it, then why can't the UK government? It's crazy. Crazy.
I mean, at the end of the day, the Zionist occupation exists because it was beneficial to the British Empire, and now it's been seen as essential to the US Empire.
Well, it was referred to as British Palestine after the war,
But there's a quote, I can't remember who the guy was, some British imperialist, who said we should create a Jewish ethno-state in Palestine to create a little loyal Jewish Ulster in a sea of potentially hostile Arabs.
Would that be like Lord Balfour or something like that?
It was someone like that, where they looked at the occupied north of Ireland and where they'd inflamed, religious division and conflict there for the ends of empire, and they literally said, let's do that in the Arab world, but with Jews instead of Protestants. And it just openly said that's what it was all about. It wasn't about Jewish safety or self-determination. It was about, Balfour was a raging anti-Jewish racist.
Yeah.
He wanted to create a Jewish homeland because he hated Jewish people and wanted them out of Britain.
Yeah.
It's not rhetorical.
And that's a great point, because why would none of the European countries, after everything that the Jewish communities in all those countries went through, wouldn't accept them? Yeah.
It's honestly, and I think about this a lot, if aliens came down today and listened to how stuff's talked about, I'm pretty sure they would conclude that the Holocaust was carried out by brown Arab Muslims, not white Western European Christians. Because the world is turned on its head. Yeah. Germany will be oh, we know about protecting Jewish people. It's have we all gone insane? Have we all gone insane?
Joel, thanks a lot for talking to us. Really proud of you today. See you soon, brother. Give us a fist bump there. All right, solidarity. Not sure what's about to go down, but just looked across the other side of the fountains there. There's about 100 cops all lined up. Don't know what's about to happen. There's a few more over on that side. But they're certainly not stood there for nothing. Let's see what's happening, people. This is the next line about to go in.
Stop torture and stop murdering Iran! Free all political prisoners in Iran! Down with the Islamic regime of Iran! Down with the Islamic regime of Iran!
Sorry about the audio, we've got some Mossad CIA thing back here, some pro-American shite. Yeah, there was 7 of them, or something like that, not very many, doing the, the old, we do need regime change in Iran, this, what America's doing is definitely worth it. Fucking hell, yeah, 7 of them. Look at that. Freeze frame there. There were over 500 people there at the peak.
Free all protesters in Iran! Free all protesters in Iran! Stop executions
And that was
in Iran!
just the sitters, not the supporters as well.
Executions in Iran!
This is what's happening.
Look at this, people sitting down. 300 pigs or something. God.
Yes,
Oh, look at them. Brave. How was he doing? Oh, holding the placard. Fine, yeah, get him. Get him. They're saying the wrong thing.
For Gaza, if I had to rise up now, I would do it for Gaza. I would do it for Gaza, for they deserve the best. For the West.
Okay, that's the marvellous Marcus Decker there, the barefooted protester. Also served a record sentence, as it was at the time, for an environmental protest. Scaled the QE2 Dartford Bridge with our friend Morgan as well, Morgan Trowland. Always great to see Marcus leading in song as well. Actually, the last time did so was on the bridges, not at that protest, just a couple of weeks before, but the opening weekend of the action phase on Westminster Bridge. So it's great to see Marcus. Seen him at previous demos since he was released from prison as well, but yeah, brilliant stuff. Always great to have a bit of a sing-song with Marcus. If you're watching, solidarity, brother.
Bang. If I had to rise up now, I would do it for the West Bank. I would do.
So that's Marcus in the middle of your shot there with the cap and the beard. As soon as he was released from prison, there was also another fight that he had to go through, as the government were attempting to deport him back to Germany, where he was originally born. But he's lived in England for some time with his partner Holly as well, who's also a great campaigner. And we also put on a lot of demonstrations and marches for Marcus and Morgan whilst they were both inside. That was during 2024 as well. So he's had a lot to go through in the last 4 years. Marcus, you really do have to respect that. I love the man.
Do it for the West Bank, for they deserve the best.
For Lebanon.
If I had to rise up now, I would do it for Lebanon. I would do it for Lebanon, for they deserve the best.
Well, this is quite a surprise, but we've just bumped into the man himself. Exclusive.
Hello.
Keith, what have you got to say for yourself? This is completely shameful behaviour from the Met Police. Anything to say? No, I thought as much, you absolute liar.
Shame! Shame!
I mean, come on, Keith. Look what's happening here. What's the nothing to say for yourself? He's got nothing to say for himself. So I hope you can make him out there. This is Rob, also known as 3D from Massive Attack. You can see there with the shades on. The guy with the black cap. Really good to see some celebrities down here. It was awesome. Had a bit of a chat with him. You could see him there as well from Massive Attack 3D. Yeah, what can you say? Well, the opening lines from the famous song Teardrop, of course, being love, love is a verb, love is a doing word, and I think that's particularly pertinent during this protest. Professional, well-known musicians as well, but Rob is a great campaigner for causes as well. I was hoping to actually grab an interview with him before he sat down. We have mutual friends. I've put in a clip of the Canary who got an interview with him as well. That's one of the only bits of this that isn't our original footage. So that's going to come up in a moment. Just to let you know, obviously that's it's not my left eye, but it's tagged and everything. Anything that's not ours is tagged in all of this. We're just one of many cities, of course, whether you're well known or not. It all matters.
being unlawfully arrested.
So I'm witnessing a farcical authoritarian overreach. You know, we're talking about vandalism. That is not the crime against the, you know, in light of the crimes that are being committed against the Palestinian people, and now the Lebanese people, and the Iranian people, and so on and so forth. So we have to use these moments to protest. Otherwise, this democratic country we live in doesn't really actually stand for anything. The example of this, of the misuse of law, to pretty much dampen the sort of like the spirit of protest in a country which is built on a democracy based on the ability to protest and to have dissent and to argue with the government and disagree with the government. That's what we've always done. That's the foundation of how a democracy works. So to try and defeat it by using the law makes it even more worrying and disappointing. We believe ourselves to be the good people, but we're the people on the side of the missile launches, not the people the missiles are being fired at. Yeah, I will be arrested, yeah. I'd argue in court all day long that the higher court has found the prescription of Palestine action to be unlawful, and therefore that arrest would make this arrest for me be unlawful. I'll argue that all day long.
Okay, this is a bit meta. YouTubers interviewing YouTubers. We've got Crispin Flintoff here. You might also know him from, formerly known as the not the Andrew Marr Show.
Yeah, now it's my name. Crispin Flintoff.
No, it's Crispin Flintoff. Go and subscribe if you don't know him already. Great stuff. Crispin, what do you make of what's happening today?
I think it's really sad that we've got all these police here doing their job, arresting people when apparently even if they get convicted, most of them will just get community sentence, a fine of a thousand or a few thousand quid. Not anything to do with terrorism. It's just a crazy waste of our time because the government is behaving like, I suppose it's just like a child who won't accept that they can't have their way, so they're just basically...
It's just pure petulance really, isn't it?
It's just crazy. And what you're seeing around the world with like this possibility of war, you know, in the Straits of Hormuz. I mean, Starmer's saying he's getting a group of different countries to go and try and take over the Strait of Hormuz. That's a world war situation.
Yeah.
And he just dropped that in an interview, like, there.
But we're not involved. We're not involved, but we're just joining these other countries who are involved. You know.
And they're going to try and take on Iran in the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
And Iran has been carrying out building programs for drones for 20 years because they've known that this is going to happen.
Yeah, they said they've been preparing for this since the invasion of Iraq in the early 2000s, so they've had a lot of time to get ready, and a lot of the tech that they're using is still old. They've not used the new stuff, the new missiles, new drones.
The new ones are not even unpacked yet.
So
I can't understand why this government is so incompetent, and we've got a media that doesn't tell us what's going on, because the media's making out Iran's on its knees and Iran's desperate for a ceasefire and Iran can't take any more bombs, and it's been pointed out to me that Iran is the size of France, Germany, Spain, United Kingdom, Italy, all together. That is massive.
It is.
So even if they're bombing it a lot, it's not going to destroy Iran, and their people are so determined to carry on. It's just a pointless pursuit. And all the police here, it's just like it's like some sort of pantomime, like something you'd see at the end of a pier. Maybe it's a joke. It's a joke. Really.
It's really dystopian, isn't it? Yeah. And Spain have done the right thing. Was it yesterday they announced a full embargo? And even Meloni in Italy, who's far right, it's beyond the pale even for her, so it just goes to show how ridiculous it is. But we could certainly do with taking a few lessons from Spain in this country, definitely.
Yeah, well, we've got a really crappy Prime Minister, and there's no one else in there who's even able to oppose him. I mean, he wouldn't even let Andy Burnham, who's particularly radical,
the Gordon and Denson thing,
MP. So where are we going to get any change? Tories are the same as Labour. Lib Dems are all for it. And then the Greens have got this guy Zach Polanski who I don't trust, because where's he come from? I mean, we're just being messed around all the time.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to get any help from the government or from the mainstream media. That's why we need great alternative media. like on the Crispin Flint offshore. So do go and subscribe if you're watching. Awesome content. Cheers for chatting with us, mate.
All right, cheers. Thank you.
Solidarity. This is a member from the Jewish bloc giving out to the police as well. This was extraordinary.
Exactly. And honestly, if you've got children, if you go home tonight and chuck your kids up in bed, spare a thought for those Palestinians and Lebanese that are lying under the rubble. They're dead, their families are destroyed, families that go back generations are all killed. And our government is complicit in this, and thereby you are complicit in this because you are there, you are supporting the government.
Yeah, it's very sad, it's very sad. And just like when the Nazis were killing the Jewish people, they were just taking orders, and you are just taking orders. You are also taking orders from Zionists, racists, Nazis who are running Israel.
Free the people, free the land. No peace or stolen land. Free the people, free the land. Free the people, free the land. No peace or stolen land. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Zionism has to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Zionism has to fall. Zionism is a crime. Get your hands off Palestine.
So we've got someone trying to antagonise the crowd here. Well, the last clip you saw there was from taken just outside the holding area. Then I went back to the Jewish bloc area where those people were giving out to the police as well. But we noticed this guy, the burgundy twat, who you can see on the left of your screen here, giving out just there by himself with a megaphone up on the upper tier on the balcony, looking down on everybody. Pretty poor. Sure, just some far-right toss-roos showed up. So I went up there with a few de-escalators, and another lady from the Jewish bloc who you're going to see in a moment. But this dickhead was quickly dealt with. De-escalators just stepping in to try and have a word.
Terrorist supporters off our street. Terrorist supporters off our street.
Yeah, that was pretty. Get out of it. Go on. Bloody hell. He's just, probably going to pull off a mask. It's probably Shabana Mahmood in a very elaborate costume or something, or Yvette Cooper or someone with a voice processor. Just set it to highest Cockney voice, maxed out in the red, please. Yeah, that'll do. In a burgundy, just all burgundy, please, as if it wasn't obvious that I was dickhead enough. Burberry, sorry, not burgundy. What am I on about? Burberry. It's been a long weekend.
Get out of here! Get out of here, you communist support, you communist scum! Get out of it! Get out of here, communist scum!
You can see Alex here. Alex is going to be appearing later on in the video as well, but she's helping to de-escalate. Well, you can see by the look on her face that she sees how pathetic this is. She's a really good de-escalator as well, a friend of mine. We've interviewed her as well on the channel previously. She's previously sat at Parliament Square. More from Alex to come on the video. In fact, one of the best arrests for the day, as far as I'm concerned.
We got some friends
Spoiler.
everyone! We got friends! I'm not my mic. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Move out of the way.
You can see the lady there giving out, pointing. Considered rude, but seeing as he's, this Burberry-clad cunt, twat, sorry, fool, probably deserves it. And he thinks that he's sort of got a bang to rights with comments. He doesn't, of course, realise that he's, perhaps doesn't realise that he's talking to a Jewish lady at this point, even though he went over to harass some members from the Jewish bloc earlier, apparently. What a wanker.
Oh, you know why? Because you're a far-right Nazi lover.
I'm Jewish.
Yes, so am I. Well, why didn't you come and join
Yeah, so am I, so why aren't you joining us on the Jewish bloc?
the Jewish bloc? Why didn't you come and join the Jewish bloc?
Down.
Don't tell me to wind down. Wind down. You're a Jew. I doubt it.
Sorry.
Yes.
Can
He came up to the Jewish bloc earlier and started being very abusive towards us, right? And now he's trying to do the same up here with a megaphone. He needs a megaphone.
You're right.
He needs a megaphone.
You are right.
No, I'm right.
Well, just
Can
let
I
him
just
do
say, he
it.
came up to the Jewish bloc earlier and was being very, very abusive towards us. Well, he needs to be taken. He's gone off and got a megaphone to make even more of it.
Got us to take a step back, actually take a step forward. Thank you very much. So this is another friend of mine, Catherine. I'm sure she won't mind being named. Just being, yeah. It's another friend of mine, of course from DOJ, but JSO as well. Been on action with Catherine Renee Nash. Just been held in the little holding pen that they've got going on here. A few drops of rain coming down at the moment. Might have to make a bit of a. Might have to go and seek shelter somewhere. There's about 10 people being processed in here at the moment. But, well done, Catherine, if you're watching. I'm proud of you. Solidarity. So these are the last arrestees here. You can see my friend Rajan down there. I think he's been at every single one of these so far, to be honest. You see Rajan in the brown hoodie and the blue t-shirt lying on the ground. Yeah, solidarity, Rajan. You watching? Another friend of the channel.
Good on them.
Good on him, yeah. Very brave of him. A few other familiar faces as well. So I would say a few of them 50 sign holders left at the moment. Initial estimates are that there were between 500 and 600 sitters. For the last 2 hours at least, they've been taking people away very quickly, very rapidly. In fact, well, they're just right behind me now. This was about 5 hours in. I guess I'd been there for about 6.5 hours, including before it started at 1 o'clock. Yeah. Waiting to take a few more away. But I would probably guess, just off of experience, that it might all be over in the next hour or so. I don't know. The current rate, anyway. We'll have to see. Just really proud of these people, and obviously a lot of these people have been sitting for the longest amount of time, so it's really brave of all of them. Really proud of every single one of them. Shame on the Met. Here we go. This is great. So our friend Alex C there got a great show of support as she was arrested as well. But you can see her here. She prepared some Zionist dollars to try and bribe. It's a joke, obviously. It's not a real bribe, but to air quotes bribe the Met Police with. And she put on a great display as well as she was arrested, shouting all the time. You know, I oppose genocide. Well, it speaks for itself. I'll let it play on, but that's what she's holding in her hand there. It's some Zio bucks, Zionist dollars that she's trying to bribe the police with so that they won't arrest her.
We know you don't want to be doing this. We know you don't want to do this. Next time, why didn't you just take the day off? You can take the day off. Your name and address, alright? Are you going to walk? No. That's right. It can be very uncomfortable to be carried. I've never been carried before. Do you have any? It's very uncomfortable. There's a genocide going on. Is there any? Watch backs, guys, please. Sorry, sir. Just move out of the way.
Support shoulder! Support shoulder!
Can't spend it anywhere. I can't spend that. I'll pop that in your bag for you under section 13 of the
Make sure you keep it safe. It looks valuable.
There you go, look at that.
This is Alex being taken away now. Check this out, people. This is awesome.
Go on, Alex.
You do a job attacking old lady. You're a little Wayne cousin, aren't you? Wayne cousin, that's what you are. Scumbag. I'm saying Wayne cousin. Look at
Alex, you make us proud! Say it clear, say it loud! Say it clear, say it loud! Alex, you make us proud! Alex, you make us proud! Free Palestine today, every day, every fucking day! Free Palestine, lift the battle, Palestine action!
Free Palestine!
Say it clear, say it loud! Say it clear, say it loud! Alex, you make us proud! Alex, you make us proud! Say it clear, say it loud! Say it clear, say it loud! Alex, you make us proud! Alex, you make us proud!
Well, what an excellent send-off for Alex that was. We're just back in the main protest area now. It looks as though there's very few people remaining. Oh yeah, I would say 20 tops maybe. So we're very close to the end of at least the arrest phase at least. We've heard from other people that they have been offering street bail again. There's a separate holding area. Some people have accepted it, some people have chosen not to. You have to give your details if you're going to be released on street bail. In fact, I spoke to someone earlier who was arrested about 3 hours ago, and then he was back out after being street bailed. He came back and showed some support for everybody else's system. I thought that was amazing. It's been incredible today, especially that send-off for Alex as she was being arrested. Awesome stuff. There's a lot of love and solidarity here, as we always expect, because this is a great community. People coming together to stand against genocide, to stand against war crimes, and to stand up to the UK's complicity in said war crimes, as well as the ridiculous draconian action taken by Yvette Cooper and later Shabana Mahmood. You might remember from previous DOJ protests a gentleman called Mike, who's actually blind. It's Mike, Lefty from the past. You can see him towards the bottom of your shot there. And is a wheelchair user. Very famous images of him being arrested in Parliament Square going around. He's here again today. He's actually looks like one of the last people to be arrested, so he will have been here for some considerable time as well. So there's a few Babylon blocking my shot here, but really proud of people like Mike, and for the police to come down and consider someone like Mike to be a threat to any community, let alone a terrorist. It's ridiculous. It's cases like Mike that really sum up the ridiculousness of this entire thing. And another one of the final arrestees is Trudy Warner, who in a way sort of started Defend Our Juries. It was a protest against her arrest for holding up a sign outside the Old Bailey, and now here we are with more draconian legislation. Really proud of Trudy, of course, as well as everybody here. final few sitters remaining, unfortunately, have to make a move. Let's go and catch a train back up north. So that will be it from here in Trafalgar Square for now, but don't worry. We're going to be back in London in a few weeks' time with Take Back Power, causing some shenanigans. So as far as London goes, my left, I'll be seeing you soon. Back to Lefty in the studio. Fantastic day of protest. Yeah, that's going to be out as a video. Please do check that out either tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll see. There were 523 arrests, at least 523. That is, Graham, thanks for your comments in the chat as we'll be going through there. Yeah, what can I say? It's been a while since there were one of these, whilst all the legal back and forth was going on. So to be back in Trafalgar Square with Bernard juries really was quite something. It's ludicrous. Thanks for the Palestine flags in the chat as well. Do appreciate it.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Just a couple of other quick matters to get through as we move on to other business. So on Iran now, Iran have held firm, not giving in to the United States. So now the pumpkin spice Palpatine says he's going to block the entire strait. This won't end well. This is the latest ingredient in World War III soup. We've got a super chat just landed. Thank you very much for that contribution, Graham. Solidarity as always, brother. Always appreciated. It appears that JD Vance wasn't particularly impressive in his trip to the Middle East. As a result, yeah, no progress made, more threats made. You can see on your screens Israel continue to attack and try to annex southern Lebanon. At least the BBC are acknowledging this. 3 women amongst the 5 people who were killed, 25 wounded. Awful. The Iranian president says that an agreement with the United States will certainly be found if the American government abandons its totalitarianism and respects the rights of the Iranian nation. A small ask, really. Just don't do war crimes, please, with Israel. Other previous demands have included a tariff toll of $2 million per vessel to travel through the Strait of Hormuz, reparations to the tune of $100 billion US, so Pretty spicy meatball. But Mohammed Bagher Ghalibaf, who's the Speaker of Iran's parliament, was also the head of negotiations between Iran and the United States, said in his statement, such threats have no effect on Iranians and Iran will not surrender under such threats. He also said, if you fight, we will fight. If you come forward with logic, we will respond. With logic, we will not submit to any threat. If they test our resolve once more, we will teach them an even greater lesson. So the Revolutionary Guard have sent naval forces to the Straits, apparently. It's okay. Yeah, this is brewing up nicely, isn't it? As you can expect, not a great amount of time to fully absorb everything that's been going on in the Middle East over the weekend. But it's culminated in this. But even though we are said to be involved with these 30 countries who are trying to get the Strait of Hormuz open, again, the government say that we're not involved, but we've heard this before, haven't we? Of course. Yeah, we're not involved, we're just literally facilitating every bomber that goes to Iran. And now we're not going to be in this blockade, which might just about confirm that we will. But again, all it says, working urgently with France and other partners to put together a wide coalition to protect freedom of navigation. We just need to stop attacking them, or helping America to attack them. Trump likens Starmer to Neville Chamberlain, apparently. Says it's a Neville Chamberlain type statement. To have a homegrown meme for that, I'm not going to pull it out because we're just going to skip through this. That's where the Strait of Hormuz is, for anybody familiar. You can see there between Oman, United Arab Emirates and Iran. Disputed, though. I mean, blocked. Disputed. Israel's largely ignored the US-Iran talks in Pakistan, while whilst there too is of course continuing to commit war crimes in Lebanon and Palestine. Future is concerned, yada yada yada. Is there anything else worth mentioning? Trump claims that they promised to reopen the strait but knowingly failed to do so. Don't really buy that one. This has caused anxiety, dislocation and pain to many people and countries throughout the world. He also said on Truth Social, as promised, they better begin the process of getting this, and then full caps, shouting international waterway open and fast. Open the fucking strait, you bastards! Yes, he's trying to blame Iran again. Don't buy that one. That seems to be the latest no shots fired in the Straits yet. But when we awaken in the morning, who knows? That could all be different. Something just landed a few minutes ago. That Netanyahu's vowed to do more war crime in Lebanon, as is his illegal custom. And shared Trump's desire to take a share of the toll of the Hormuz Strait. Yeah, it's gangster tactics indeed. JK, that's all the Trump government is, you know. It's just one, it's almost like one big mafia, really. I get on to a UK matter now. As I said earlier, Richard Tice facing some accusations of tax evasion. Tisk. And what's this one all about? See what's happening. Let's get this queued up. £91,000. It's apparently put down to an administrative error. Yeah, it was in the not paid column, and it should have been in the paid column. Is that the administrative error that he's referring to? So this says, a row over tax paid by Reform UK Deputy Leader Richard Tice's property company. It was a minor administrative error. The company which Tice founded and owned failed to pay 91k in tax before dividends were paid to him and his offshore trust. That's according to the Sunday Times. Richard Tice has called the failure a technicality and said overall HMRC received the correct amount of tax due. It can't be both. Tice's company, Quidnet, REIT Limited, invests in property. What a surprise. And the Sunday Times reported that it did not pay the required 20% levy on the dividends before channeling profits to Tice and his trust registered in Jersey, the great tax haven of Jersey, of course. So this all accidentally sets itself up, you see. It's a bit of an administrative error. Just resting in that accounts in Jersey, of all places. Zia Youssef has tried to back him up, telling Sky News that it's a non-story and that any tax would have not been paid or underpaid by the company paying the dividend would have then been overpaid by Richard himself in the form of income tax. That's not necessarily so, is it? So setting up companies for tax evasion, shell companies, things like that, they're also used to hide money, in some cases launder money as well. But when places like Jersey start to come up, you know that something's a bit off, just by reputation. And in another case, the Sunday Times apparently reported that Tice had avoided nearly 600,000 incorporation tax through his property company, so it's not just that case. He's got previous QuidNet Rate, REIT Limited. Is apparently under no obligation to pay the minimum tax required. Yeah, it's a pretty underhanded way to try and evade tax, but this is Deputy Reform Leader we're talking about, of course. What else are we to expect? And they're all over the place as well, these shell companies. Not defending reform, but of course they're not just exclusive to reform. We've seen the Tories and probably Labour as well now using these companies to channel, funnel funds into, however you want to describe it. Again, privilege by access, you know, and then stuff it into some offshore account or something in Jersey, whatever. Okay, people, this isn't going to be as long as Sunday live stream as it usually is. I'll give a shout out to all the members, of course. I'm going to have to forego a closing comedy clip, unfortunately. Yeah, just got a bit more editing to do post stream before we release that Defend Our Juries video. And it's been a long week as well, people. Sorry if I've sounded a little tired as we go through. Yeah, my left eye's work is never done until we have true justice and democracy in this country. Thank you to all of the members you can see on the screen. Thanks for contributions like the super chats that we've had live. If you're watching back later, super thanks are also available. And there's a Buy Me a Coffee page if you'd like to help keep us caffeinated. Certainly the coffee was flowing this weekend, that's for sure. So thank you to every single one of you, however you choose to contribute to the channel. Solidarity. Another thanks to Herbie Ranger and the Supersonics. Back with us next Sunday. There'll be more from My Left Eye where live streams are concerned, though. Back with The Bruise at 10 next week. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. And yeah, JK or anybody else, feel free if you joined us late to skip back to the start of the stream. Definitely worth taking a look. Keep an eye out for that video release as well, of course. So I guess we'll end things off with a trip back into the Fondue Lounge, but before we do, I'll just say thanks for joining us on stream. I've been your humble host, Lefty. This has been the Sunday live stream on My Left Eye. Over to the people, free Palestine, Lebanon, Sudan and Yemen. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Don't watch the news, be the news. And My Left Eye, I'll be seeing you soon. Good night, people. We're going to be raiding into Helena at No Justice MTG as well. I'll see you over there. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe as we land. Good night, everybody. Happy Socialist Sunday.
It's what Hitler and Goering did, and it is textbook. And if you think the next time it happens, we're gonna recognize it because they're wearing scary uniforms, you're out of your damn mind.